Hello to code.da.planet. In this video I would like to share with you very nice combination of tools that will help you to feel welcome in your terminal. This is a brand new installation of Mac OS, and if you guys are working on Mac, this will be useful video for you. You know that by default the terminal window in Mac is just let's call it very simple. The first tool that you would like to install, and it's very easy, it's called iTerm2, and it's a drop-in replacement for the terminal. So you can go and Google iTerm2 and you will find it on its website. So by definition it's a terminal emulator for macOS that does amazing things. So for the moment let's just see some of their features. So you can split screens, you can have hotkeys to switch screens, you can have it drop in like a Quake style, or if you're coming from Linux, you can recognize some terminal tools under Linux that are doing the similar stuff. So you can do all of this funny good stuff with iTerm. One of the cool things that I find very useful is if you want to search inside of your history, if you're listing some stuff, it's pretty easy to search inside of this. Autocomplete, it's a lovely thing. I personally didn't find it useful in many other situations, but if you actually open a source code and you try it, it just comes out of the box and it's nice. You can go and download the iTerm2 from here and just install it normally on your Mac. Let's run iTerm and see how it's looking. And of course you can enable the automatic updates if you want to. So out of the box it's not that much different from the terminal, but you can basically open a new tab and you can switch with the tabs with keys. In general, this video it's not about iTerm itself, but just having iTerm will make your experience with terminal much better. So having iTerm was the first step in our journey to awesomeness. Okay, on Mac the default shell is oh-my-zh, but in the past it was bash. The good thing of this is that you have one less configuration to do right now on the current Macs. So how to install oh-my-zh? It's very simple. You just search for oh-my-zh and you will find that on GitHub. So there is simple installation instructions. I personally, up to the moment, always use the curl version of this. So you can copy that script. You can go to your terminal and you can just paste that. Hitting enter will clone a Git repository with oh-my-zh, and you will be able to enable it out of the box. Now you have something a bit better than the blank screen from before. Let's clear the stuff and let's do ls, and boom, you have a little bit more color, a little bit more kind of geeky looking terminal. You can actually make this terminal even more beautiful with more information around the stuff that you have here. powerlevel10k. I will put the links below the video so you can use them directly. Go to oh-my-zh and you see how the installation starts. You gotta clone the current repository, so I'm copying this command, going to my new and shiny window, and I'm executing the cloning command. Boom, it's very fast. So now we have the installation done, and according to the instructions, let's go and see what the instruction says. After you're ready, you have to run. You gotta restart your shell and run powerlevel10k configure command. So let's do that. Let's kill our terminal and let's run it again. And now we can run the command here, p 10k configure. Boom. Okay, we have a trouble. For some reason I didn't follow the full instructions. Yes, I skipped this piece here. Nano, it's a terminal editor. You can do it with your editor too, but for me this is the easiest way to do. And we have a zh config file here. See, and you see this in this editor, it shows you everything configurable for zh themes and stuff. The default theme here is Robbie Russell, so I can go and change that to power level. Now let's save the file and we can restart the terminal. Running it again, and out of the box it actually ran the command for configuring. As I told you before, it says, do you want to install the nerd fonts, the Maslow nerd fonts? And I will highly recommend that. So let's say yes, and it's downloading the proper fonts, you know, on your Mac, and it's even updating your iTerm2 settings. Now we gotta restart our terminal as requested again. It's good that it's fast because we did it already several times. And now you have to follow this really user-friendly kind of wizard, and it asks questions. Is this a diamond? It asks you, is this a lock? You say yes. Is this the Debian? I hope you know what is Debian, but yes, this it is, that symbol. And this, be careful here. Do you see all these fonts to fit between the crosses? I had one case that they weren't, but in this they are, so I'm saying yes. And now you gotta do your personal choice. How do you want your prompt style to look at? And right out of the box, you can see how cool this looks like. I will choose mine, so you can of course experiment, because you can rerun this configuration wizard as many times as you'd like. And let me go with the classic one. I'm not big fan of too much colors, but the classic looks good for my taste. So I always choose Unicode. I prefer that. In this case, I will stay with a dark version of this, number 3. And I don't mind seeing the current time on my prompts. So let's go with number 2. If you like the American style, you can definitely use number 3, the 12-hour format. And here is how your kinda prompt separators start looking. I prefer seeing the number 1, the aligned one. Is it sharp? Changing heads and stuff. Still on number 1. I like still flat. Here, do you want to be on the same line or on 2 lines? Honestly, I prefer 2 lines because I have more space to type before it goes to a new line. So I'll choose 2. It's up to you. And just for fun, to see how cool and looking, I will choose the solid lines, because it gives you that kind of interesting feeling around your terminal. In the frame, I'm choosing still full. I want to have a little bit more space between my comments, so I'll choose the sparse one. And I prefer to have kind of more information on my prompts than less, especially when you work with Git repositories and code. You will be able easily to see like what is there, and it's more beautiful in my personal opinion. For you, could be different. And here is the wording. like, do you want to have words like on or took or stuff like that? I don't mind them. I have enough real estate, so I will use the fluent one. And this is interesting concept here. You can configure power levels 10k to work, and having this nice beautiful icons and time and everything to be always only on the active command line, and everything that is passed to be like your normal shell. Or you can keep everything on the spot, like you can see between the two. I find it that if you want to keep the time when your command was executed, it's preferable to go with keeping them on place. But if you don't care about that stuff, probably it's much cleaner just to make the transient prompt. I will say no on this because I prefer to see my timing on the commands when I execute them. And I'm trusting the developer here, so I'll prefer the verbose configuration. Here it just asks you to, do you want really to update your configuration? I'll say definitely yes. Now you can see my prompt is now much better than before. It's nice looking, so let's do some searching here, and maybe let's go to the oh-my-zh folder because it's a Git repository, and you can see right away you know that this is a Git repository. It's on a master branch and the timing stays. So if we list here, you'll see more commands, folders and stuff like that, and it's really nice and professionally looking terminal window that can give you some kind of boost of morale to start using terminal commands more. This is for today's video. I hope code.da.planet make your lives easier. Please, if you like the video, click the like button. If you have any comments, please share with me. If you have questions, I'll be happy to help you with this. Bye from code.da.planet.